Let us see the format specifier in printf statement of C language. So the format string in the printf has the following general form. That is, within double quotes you will have control code followed by character string followed by percentage conversion specifier field, which specifies what kind of data you want to print, followed by the control code. So this will be continued for if you want to print multiple data, this will be repeated. So suppose for example printf bracket double quotes sum is equal to %d \n close the double quotes comma sum. So in this double quotes sum equal to is a character string and %d is a conversion specifier field, which indicates that the variable you are printing it's of integer data type, and \n is a control code which moves the cursor to the next line. So here you have the general format, which is a percentage and these flag bits. So these flags will be star, minus, plus, 0 flags, and width, minimum width, precision, size will be H, L, capital L, and the conversion code, depending on what kind of data you want to print, it will be DIU, XX, CS, all these will be the conversion code. Let us see the various format specifiers which are allowed in printf statement. So %c will be used for character which prints single character, %d or %i for printing an integer value which is a signed integer, %e or %E for float or double in the exponential format, %f for float or double and it is for signed decimal, %g or %G for float or double and it uses %f for %e, whichever is shorter. Then %o for integer and it prints the number in a octal value. Then %p for printing the pointer, which is the address of the memory location. %s for array of character, which is nothing but a string. %u for unsigned decimal integer, %x or capital X for integer in a hexadecimal format, percentage for printing a percentage, and %n for pointer to an integer. That is, the argument is a pointer to an integer into which the number of characters is displayed is present. Let us see the output of this program. So here I have the program with the integer a initialized to 234, b initialized to -234 and c initialized to 54321. So the first printf format I have %2d. So here 2 specifies the minimum width of the data which has to be printed is 2. So since c is the argument, so it has 5 digits, so it will be printing all the 5 digits. Minimum it is 2, so it will be printing all 5. Next second format specifier %10.2d. So here it is allocating 10 positions, out of which it has to print 2 decimal digit. That's the meaning if the data is float, but since it is an integer, so it allocates 10 and minimum width number of digits to be printed is 2. And if c is here, so it will be printing 54321. Coming to the third one, the format specifier here is %-10.2d. So here it is minus indicates it is the data has to be left justified, and total 10 positions are allocated, and out of which 2 has to be displayed. So that's the meaning of this. Next, fourth one is -7d. So again this is left justified and 7 positions are reserved. Next is %07.2. So whenever it is 7.2, then 0 indicates it has to be padded with zeros. If the value of a which is less than 2 positions, then 0 will be appended. Again 07, it is total 7 positions, and if the value of a is less than 7 positions, it will append 0, and the 7th one is plus. So plus flag indicates that you have to print the sign of the number. If the sign is positive, plus has to be printed. If the sign is negative, it has to print minus. Then zero flag, it indicates if the number which is printed is less than 4 positions here, it will be doing appending. Because it is a minus which is left justified, then zero flag will not have any meaning, so you will be getting a warning here. Next, for 8th one, again it is plus 0, that is plus for printing the sign, zero flag for appending the 0 if the number of digits to be printed is less than 4 if it is a dot notation. Then plus 07D. So plus flag for printing the sign, zero flag for appending zeros if the number of digits printed is less than 7. Then 10th one, plus flag for printing the sign, zero flag for appending the zeros if the number of digits printed is less than 4 in this case. And one for plus for sign printing, minus, when it is minus, zero flag will not have any meaning, so you'll get again warning here. So next is again percentage minus for printing the data in the left justified form, and again when left justified, this zero flag will be not useful. And 8 is the number of positions that is reserved for printing the data. The next is again percentage 0D, 8D. So zero flag here, it will be having a meaning when the value of B is less than 8 digits. It will be appending zeros to the left. So minus for left justifying. So again left justifying, when it is use zero padding, will be of no use. Minus for left justification, total 8 positions and 4 minimum positions of B has to be printed. So let us run and check the output. So the first one, because it is percentage 2D, so 2 positions are reserved. Since it is more than 2 positions, so everything is printed as it is. Next is percentage 10.2. The observation here is 10 positions are allocated, out of which minimum 2 positions have to be printed. So here it is 5, so on this 5 will be printed. Next, minus will do the left justification, since you cannot observe. So what you can do is you can append, you can print this, so that you will observe the how many positions are allocated. So you can observe here 5 positions are printed and remaining 5 are filled with blank. Next is percentage minus 7D. So you will be having 7 positions, but again you will not be able to observe when it is left justified. So you can add this and check. So you can observe 4 positions after the number will be blank. So this is how you can check the remaining also. Next, let us check with the floating point data. So coming to here, so when for floating point data, if you are applying the same format specifier, so the first it specify the total number of positions, and the second specify the digits after the dot. So here 8.5 represents total 8 positions after to be allocated, and after dot I want to print 5 decimal digits. So we'll run it and check one by one. So total 8 positions. This 8 is a minimum width, and after decimal I want to print 5. So it is 03516, because C is the value, which is 0346 is the decimal after dot. Next is 10, and after the total 10 positions and after the decimal I want 2 positions only. So here 2 positions. So if you observe, it is 03516. So it will be rounding the data to the 2 decimal digits. So it will be this total 10 positions, out of which after decimal I want to print 2 decimal data. So like minus, it justifies the data in the left. So if you cannot observe, you again make it angled bracket and check out. So you can observe after the decimal you will have these many blanks, because total 10 positions are allocated, after which 2 decimals, so 2 plus 1 3, and since C is having 5 digits towards the left, so 2 blanks will be left out. So likewise you can use this with the floating point data. Now let us see the same format specifiers with the string data. I have the character array A with the initial value hello everyone, and the printf percentages will print all the characters until null. Then printf %10s specifies the minimum number of characters to be printed is 10, and here this string A is greater than 10, so everything will be printed. Next %30s, I want to print 30 characters, and here it is less than, so the remaining characters will be filled with blank, and it is right justified. So you want to left justified, make it as a minus 30, and next is %20.5s. So positions 20 will specify the minimum width, and out of that minimum 20 position, I want to print only the first 5 characters from left. So the first 5 characters from left are hello, so it will be printed, and the 15 blanks will be left towards the left. And if you want the same 5 characters which are printed left justified, so it will be minus 20.5. So let us run and verify. So this will be your output. So first one will be left hello everyone, this will be 10 because it is more than 10, so everything will be printed. Next 30, so the 30 positions will be left out, and the remaining will be filled with blank. And minus 30, you cannot again observe whether it is 30 are reserved, so you can just put a caret and observe. You can observe after the string some blanks are there. Next is 20.5, so 20 positions, out of which 5 left positions will be filled with the 5 beginning characters, which is hello, and the 15 blanks will be left out. And the next again you cannot observe the blanks on the right side, so put a caret. So you can see that remaining 15 are filled with blank. This is regarding your format specifiers in C programming. Thank you.